Far to the south of Australia, across the wild and unpredictable Bass Strait, lies Tasmania, a heart-shaped island carved by time and the elements. Here, dramatic coastlines meet ancient rainforests, and snow-capped peaks rise above rolling green valleys. Tasmania is a place where nature reigns supreme, and the landscape feels both timeless and untamed. It feels wild and untouched, a world apart from the mainland's bustle. The forests are thick and mysterious, the rivers run clear, and the air is crisp and clean. There's a sense of isolation here, as if you've stepped into a forgotten corner of the world. Yet, for all its beauty and size, Tasmania holds a secret, one that surprises many visitors. Despite its vastness, it's remarkably empty. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind or the distant call of a bird. Travel its winding roads or stroll its endless beaches, and you'll find yourself surrounded by wilderness, with few signs of people or development. Even in the heart of the island, solitude is easy to find. This emptiness is part of its undeniable charm, drawing those who seek peace and quiet. But it also raises a question: why do so few call this paradise home? With a mild climate, some of the world's cleanest air, and abundant natural resources, it seems like an ideal place to live. The land is fertile, the water is pure, and the scenery is breathtaking. For many, it's a dream destination. So what keeps the population so low? The answer lies in Tasmania's population story, a complex puzzle woven from threads of history, geography, and economics. Each piece reveals something new about the island's character. Some pieces are dark, rooted in a painful past as a penal colony, where convicts were sent in isolation and hardship, shaped the land and its people. Others reflect the modern challenges of island life: distance from the mainland, limited job opportunities, and the struggle to keep small communities alive. To truly understand Tasmania's emptiness, we must explore both its haunted history and the realities of life today. The past and present are deeply intertwined here. Join us as we uncover why this island, with all its natural wonders, remains so sparsely populated. The story is as fascinating as the landscape itself. And discover the resilient spirit of those who choose to stay, people who guard Tasmania's treasures, nurture its land, and face its unique challenges with quiet determination and pride. To grasp Tasmania's emptiness, let's look at the numbers. Tasmania is about the size of Ireland or West Virginia, hardly a small island. Yet only around 570,000 people live here. Compare that to Victoria's nearly 7 million, or even South Australia's 1.8 million. Melbourne alone dwarfs Tasmania's entire population. Hobart, the capital, is home to just 250,000, small by global standards. The rest are scattered in small towns and rural communities, separated by forests and mountains. This low density defines the Tasmanian experience. So why hasn't the island grown like the rest of Australia? The answer lies in a mix of historical legacy and persistent modern challenges. Let's dig deeper into what keeps Tasmania so quiet. Unlike much of Australia's arid mainland, Tasmania enjoys a temperate climate that feels almost European in its variety and gentleness. Here, the air is crisp and clean, and the weather is ever-changing, giving the island a unique character all its own. With 4 distinct seasons, Tasmania is a place where nature puts on a spectacular show year-round. Summers are mild and refreshing, perfect for exploring the outdoors. In autumn, the landscape transforms as golden fog as leaves blanket the forests, while winter brings snow to the mountains, feeding the island's pristine rivers and lakes. Spring bursts forth with wildflowers and new life, making every visit feel different. This gentle climate is perfect for agriculture. Apples, cherries, potatoes, and world-class wines thrive here. Tasmania's produce is renowned for its quality, and the island's rolling hills are dotted with orchards and vineyards that supply both local markets and international tables. Over 40% of the island is protected as national parks and World Heritage areas, preserving its wild heart for future generations. These vast tracts of wilderness are a haven for adventurers and nature lovers alike. The Tasmanian wilderness is one of the last great temperate wildernesses on Earth, home to ancient forests and towering trees that have stood for thousands of years. Walking among these giants, you can sense the deep time and mystery of this land. Unique wildlife, like the Tasmanian devil and rare birds, survive here thanks to the island's isolation. Many species found in Tasmania exist nowhere else, making it a living museum of evolution and adaptation. With such a comfortable climate, breathtaking scenery, and a rich natural environment, you might expect Tasmania to be bustling with people. Yet, the mystery of its low population deepens, inviting curiosity. Why don't more people flock to this natural wonderland, where solitude and beauty are so abundant? The answer, in part, lies in its shadowy past, a history that still lingers in the landscape and the collective memory of the island. Let's travel back to Tasmania's origins as a place of punishment and exile, and uncover how its early days shaped the island we see today. To understand Tasmania's soul, we must confront its dark beginnings. Once called Van Diemen's Land, the island was infamous as a British penal colony, a prison at the edge of the world. Port Arthur was the most notorious, designed to be inescapable. From 1833 to 1877, thousands of convicts endured relentless labor and psychological torment. The separate prison system enforced silence and isolation, often leading to madness. Escape attempts became legend, but most ended in tragedy, starvation, recapture, or worse. Authorities spread rumors of cannibals and shark-infested waters to deter escape. Today, Port Arthur's ruins are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, their beauty belying a grim past. Walking these grounds, you feel the weight of history. This legacy of punishment and isolation still shapes Tasmania's identity. Its shadow lingers, subtly influencing the island's destiny. Tasmania's convict past lives on in ghost stories and legends, echoing through the windswept ruins and shadowy forests of the island. The remnants of penal colonies and crumbling stone walls are more than just relics. They are silent witnesses to a turbulent history, and the stories that linger here are as chilling as the Tasmanian night air. Port Arthur stands as the epicenter of these tales, its haunted reputation drawing visitors from around the world. Here, stories abound of spectral figures drifting through the ruins and chilling encounters that leave even the bravest unsettled. The site's tragic past seems to seep from every stone, especially as darkness falls. Among the most famous apparitions is the Lady in Blue, eternally searching for her lost child. Locals and visitors alike claim to have glimpsed her wandering the misty grounds, her sorrowful presence a poignant reminder of the human stories behind the history. In the separate prison, the atmosphere is thick with unease. Visitors often report hearing eerie sounds, whispers, footsteps, and distant cries, echoes of old suffering that seem to linger in the cold, narrow corridors. Some say the very walls remember the pain of those once confined here. Nightly ghost tours invite those brave enough to explore after dark, lanterns in hand, as guides recount tales of restless spirits and unexplained phenomena. The thrill of the unknown draws crowds, each hoping for a brush with the supernatural. But hauntings aren't limited to Port Arthur. Across Tasmania, colonial buildings and heritage homes are said to shelter their own resident spirits, each with a unique story. From creaking floorboards to sudden chills, these old structures keep their secrets close. Richmond Bridge, shrouded in mist, is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a murdered flagellator, while Franklin House is said to echo with the presence of a former resident who refuses to leave. These sites are woven into the fabric of local folklore. These ghostly stories add a layer of mystique to Tasmania's landscape, helping locals and visitors alike process a violent and complex history. They invite reflection, curiosity, and sometimes a sense of connection to those who came before. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the legends endure as powerful reminders of the island's past. They are stories of loss, resilience, and the enduring human spirit, etched into the land itself. For some, these tales add a romantic gloom to Tasmania's wild beauty. For others, they inspire a subtle unease, a sense that the past is never far away. In Tasmania, the past lingers like the morning mist, never truly gone, always waiting to be discovered by those willing to look beyond the surface. Today, Tasmania's low population is shaped by practical realities. As an island, it faces unique hurdles, starting with digital isolation. Internet access lags behind the mainland, especially in rural areas, making remote work and business tough. Travel is costly and time-consuming. Flights and ferries across Bass Strait add a tax to people and goods. Everyday items, from groceries to fuel, are often pricier than on the mainland. Healthcare is stretched with long waits and a shortage of specialists. For complex treatments, many must travel to the mainland, adding stress and expense. These challenges deter newcomers and make life harder for residents. The result, a peaceful, beautiful place that can also feel isolated and expensive. These are the real everyday barriers shaping Tasmania's population. Tasmania's challenges hit young people hardest. Many finish school and leave for the mainland, seeking better education and jobs. The local job market is small, with limited opportunities outside tourism and agriculture. As young talent departs, it's harder to attract new industries, creating a cycle of stagnation. An aging population means fewer taxpayers and strained public services. Small businesses struggle with high costs and a limited market. For those who stay, social and career opportunities can feel limited. Breaking this cycle is crucial for Tasmania's future. Yet, Tasmania's emptiness is also its greatest asset. With less development, vast wilderness remains untouched, making it a sanctuary for nature. The Tasmanian Wilderness World Heritage Area protects ancient forests and rare species. The island's clean air and pure environment attract those seeking a healthier lifestyle. Unique wildlife like the Tasmanian devil and eastern quoll survive here thanks to isolation. Archaeological sites reveal deep Aboriginal history, preserved by the lack of disturbance. For scientists and nature lovers, Tasmania is a living museum. Its emptiness safeguards both natural wonders and human history. So, would you want to live in Tasmania? The answer is complex. Here you'll find clean air, ancient forests and tranquility, but also higher costs and fewer opportunities. The government is investing in better internet and infrastructure, and tourism is booming. The challenge is to grow without losing what makes Tasmania special. It's a delicate balance, progress versus preservation. Tasmania's story is one of resilience, overcoming a brutal past and facing modern challenges head-on. For the right person, it offers a unique quality of life, close to nature and community. Its emptiness is both its biggest problem and its greatest gift.